Hi, my name is Lauren, and welcome to my very first episode of my brand new podcast, The Cultured Club. I'm so excited that you're here. I could not be more excited. I'm so nervous. But in a good way. I'm excited and nervous. I'm nerve-sighted. I'm really grateful that you have decided to listen to this podcast, click on this video. This is the perfectly curated corner of the internet. This is the podcast for the girlies, the gays, the theys. This is for the fun, the flirty, the curious. This is the podcast that's going to do it all. This is going to talk about everything: pop culture, lifestyle, movies, books, you name it. We're going to get into it. I literally can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm trying to contain all of it. I'm so stoked. This is just an introduction into what's to come. I just want to introduce myself. I want to say hi. I want you guys to see my face, to see your new favorite corner of the internet. This is this beautiful set that I've built for you guys. I want you to hear my voice, and I kind of want to give you guys a teaser of what's to come, and then we're going to jump right into it in the next few weeks. I could not be more grateful for this, and I know I just said that, but I am really, really stoked. Like I said, this is the most perfectly curated corner of the internet. I have spent an obscene amount of time putting this set together for you guys. This is literally what my nerded out Y2K art history loving dream den apartment would look like. This is the collection of my lifetime. It's references from my childhood. You could figure out pretty much everything about me just by looking at what's around me, and I'm so excited about this. I love this. This space makes me so happy. I hope this makes you so happy, and I would love to share this with you. I want to introduce someone very important behind me. She's wearing a Guitar Hero guitar, one of my favorite Wii video games of all time. I'm absolutely terrible. Barracuda is the only song I can play. It's the best song on Guitar Hero. It's so good. Don't argue with me. I'm right, you're wrong. It's so good. This behind me, this lovely, lovely nightress. We're going with nightress. Her name is Joan. This is Joan. She's my sidekick in all of this. She is part of my Knight in Shining armor collection. I collect suits of armor. You can see a couple pieces. I've got one here and one over there, and I've got a couple pieces somewhere else. And I absolutely love her. She's going to be here keeping me company. I'm obsessed with the fact that she's wearing a Guitar Hero guitar. I think it's the funniest thing ever, and I giggle every time I look at her. And I love it, and I hope you giggle too. This set is literally the set of my dreams, and there's so much more to look at. And I actually have an idea planned to dedicate an entire video going through all of the references for all of you, because there's some book references, there are some childhood references, there's art history references, there are, you name it, they're there. It's hilarious, and you haven't even seen this side of the wall. It's phenomenal. But before we jump into that, I really kind of want to get into the manifesto of what even is this? Why are you sitting here? Why are you listening to me? What are we doing here? You know, like, what's the point? What are we getting into with the Cultured Club? Like, why did I do this in the first place? And that's because I have been looking for a platform like this that kind of covers everything that I'm into. I mean, it's easy to find platforms that you have special interest in, right? Like, you can find one or two different channels that cover things that you have certain interest in, but they don't cover a multitude of things. And that's kind of what I wanted this to be. I wanted this to be the complete spectrum. I wanted this to cover the complete multitude, because we as people cover multitudes. We are more than one thing. We're like a diamond. We have many facets to our personalities. We like more than one thing. We cry at different things. We giggle at different things. We're obsessed with different things. We all like different music. We all like different facets of pop culture. And I want to talk about those things. Those things make us unique. That's what weaves the fabric of life and community together, right? That's what makes it so fun. You know, my vocal stems for different references in pop culture of, from High School Musical and She's the Man, and Anthony Mackie interviews are different than what yours are, right? You may reference SpongeBob and you may reference something from Summer House or something from Vanderpump Rules. And I want to know that. And I want to talk about that. And I want to share those experiences. And I think that that's so fun. I think that's the important part of all of this. But I want to read something that I wrote down because I've really been ruminating on this. And I think it's really important to kind of share this, that this is a cozy clubhouse for the girls, the gays, and the theys. This is a safe space for all of us. And I am building on that. I want this to be the place. I want this to be for the fun and for the girlies who are into the pop culture, mental health, fashion, books, who are into art, who are into music, movies, everything in between, because I want this to be the Y2K sleepover of your dream that happens to also collide with NPR, but for the girlies. You know what I mean? Like, I just want it to be all of that into one. So that's kind of what I'm aiming for. We are going to talk about romance novels, but in the same breath, we are going to unpack social commentary because that's important to do. You can't talk about one thing and not the other. We are going to talk about the newest pop culture albums and the lack of eyebrows in Hollywood. Like, what happened to eyebrows in Hollywood? We're going to talk about it because that's something that's like deeply bothering me, and I need to talk about it with someone because I don't know what's going on and I need someone to understand how upsetting this is to me. What happened to eyebrows? Seriously, seek help. Please. So we're going to talk about that while also talking about imposter syndrome and the way that we're maybe forced to fit into these cookie cutter molds. I mean, a lot of things are going down right now in pop culture. Skinny talk is facing a resurgence. There are a lot of things happening with these new weight loss trends, and there are a lot of celebrities that are going down the rabbit hole. So we're going to talk about a lot of fun things on that social end, but we're also going to talk about the tough things, right? But then we're also going to talk about our favorite 2000s movies, and we're going to cry about our favorite 2000s soundtracks, and we're going to talk about how Aquamarine is the most culturally significant movie to ever come out of the 2000s, but we're also going to debate where is the best place in your house to take your Zoom therapy meeting. You know what I mean? It's going to contain multitudes. It's going to be lots of things because this is more than just silly goose. Anyway, I want to get into it, but I think it's important that you know that I am coming from a place of very little experience in all of this. This is brand new to me. I am learning with you. I'm so nervous doing this. I am just coming into this myself. I'm on this journey with you. This is the last year of my 20s and I'm about to turn 30, and I wanted to document this year of my life and learn. I want to grow and I want to have experiences, because coming from my sheltered academic background, when I was really closed off to life and I was in a serious hot girl freeze of let me shut down for 3 to 5 business years and pretend that I just don't exist. You know what I mean? Don't look at me. I was not happy. I was really sad. I was struggling a lot. And still am struggling with all of that. The insecurities and the mental health was mental healthing. I really wanted to do something about it. And I have had a little bit of experience on camera, and I wanted to take something that's mine and share it with you, because I talked to my sister and I talked to my friends, and we're all kind of going through the same experience, but no one really knows it because you don't see it, right? Like, you don't see the hard struggles online. You only see the best facets of life online. Like, you don't see someone having a tough day. You don't see someone learning the hard part online. You don't see someone going through hot girl freeze and imposter syndrome and depression and anxiety and struggling to figure life out and talking about the job and the struggle of finding the job and the struggle of not being where MASH told them they were going to be in 6th grade. You know what I mean? So I wanted to do that. That's why we're here. I decided that that's what I wanted. I wanted to share this experience and this journey with you because I struggled a lot. I struggled in school until school finally clicked for me when I went to the right school. Schools plural. I went to the right schools and I met the right people and I figured out what I loved and I found a passion, but now I want to share it and I want to grow from it and I want to learn. And since this is the last year of my 20s, I want to talk about books and I want to talk about boys and I want to talk about girls and I want to talk about all the fun stuff that we love and I want to giggle with you. And I want to do that in the most fun, loving, upbeat, messy, chaotic way possible. And I want culture to be something that's not intimidating. I want culture to be something that's accessible. I want culture to be something that is teachable. I want culture to be something that is funny and fun and attainable and understandable because it was not something like that for me. To me, culture only meant art history, X rich people. That was culture. But I have developed that and it's now grown into so much more. And now that I'm no longer in kind of like that hibernation and I'm not in such a deep struggle because I am no longer afraid to ask questions and ask for help and say, hey, I don't know the answer to this. I don't know this. I don't have all the tools. Help me. Please help me. I need help. I think I've grown a lot from that and I would love to share that with you. So that's what we're going to do. I think being able to develop this into something that is way more than what I just came up with a few months ago is going to be the best journey ever. And I cannot wait for you guys to go on that with me. I can't wait to share all of my ideas with you and really explore the idea of the Cultured Club and what that means. But before we do this, I have a couple of like Clubhouse rules, right? Just briefly, we're just going to go over some Clubhouse rules. This is a space for curiosity, for coziness, for confidence, right? We are cultured lords and ladies here. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We are defined by kindness and love. We are going to be part of the renaissance of love and kindness because the world is sorely lacking it right now. And I don't want to cultivate a corner of the internet that is devoid of that. So we are going to be part of love and light and energy, and we're going to lead with that, and we're going to grow and glow together. And we're not going to be afraid to ask questions. I also want to share the message of you are not behind, you are not alone, you are right on time, and you are exactly where you are supposed to be. And that is a Clubhouse rule. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. Listening to this podcast, if you're an auditory listener, or watching this, if you're a visual listener, this is exactly where you're supposed to be. This is exactly what you're supposed to be doing. This is not a coincidence or an accident. You have found your new favorite place on the internet. So welcome. And I hope you love it here because I already love it here and I can't wait to have the best time with you, and we're going to have the best time together. It's going to be so much fun. And also every week we're going to do something fun together. We're going to explore new topics. We're going to do games. We're going to have fun segments. We're going to have a couple of guests that I'm really excited about, and we're going to keep it real. I'm going to be honest. Like I said, I'm really nervous. I'm not good at this. This has taken me a long time to get up and running. The tech side of this is so hard, you guys. Like, I'm struggling. Like, it's been hard, but in the best way possible. Not a complaining, but keeping it real. It's been interesting, but it's been fun. It's been learning, and I have been grateful for every second of it because I've gotten better at things that I never thought I'd get better at. So I'm grateful for it. So I'm going to keep it 100% real. Like this is new. So let's do it together. A sneak peek of what's to come. Let's talk about it. I already gave like a little sneak peek earlier of we're going to talk about books and movies, and we're going to talk lifestyle, and we're going to talk pop culture. I mean, you can already kind of tell I've got movies. I have the biggest stacker of movies that I have already kind of in the past week or two switched out for some of my favorites. These are some of my favorite movies of all time. Not all of them, but some of them. There's a couple bangers in there. My sister helped me curate them. Shout out to my sister, Sam. She's a real one for doing that. Those are our collective childhood favorite movies. I have some of my favorite books of all time here on the set, if you can tell that I love so much. I have a couple of references to my favorite books of all time. So I'll be doing episodes on movies. I want to do a couple movie reviews. I absolutely will be doing book reviews. I have quite the library of books. I am a big book talk girly, so I want to be doing that. I have some opinions on book boyfriends, part of a book club. So I want my sister to come on and we're going to talk about some things. I want my book club to come in and talk about some things. I want to play some funny Y2K video games with you. I'm currently on the hunt for some childhood video games of mine. I've been looking at like Facebook Marketplace, and I've been looking at eBay, and I've been looking at, oh my gosh, there's another one I've been looking at, trying to find some childhood video games that I played because I want to do a couple of episodes where I played those with you and do some reviews, sort of Eddie Burback style, maybe even some Mike's Mike style, because I think those are hilarious. So we're going to do some of that. And I also am going to talk art history. I think it's really important that we do get a sense of historical culture, right? The history of the material culture that we are surrounded by. I think it's incredibly fascinating. And I think it's also incredibly important that we know what we're currently being influenced by, right? The references that you're seeing today in fashion, in music videos, in movies, in furniture, in mugs, in makeup, it's not new. It's all references to something that was done hundreds of years ago. Everything is cyclical. So I really want to get into that. We're going to be talking about imposter syndrome and mental health. We're going to be talking about romanticizing your life. I have a couple of ideas for that. I've been trying to work on romanticizing my own life, and there are some hilarious TikToks of people using their free will in the most hilarious way ever that I really want to get into and review with you guys, that I think is truly funny, that I think is going to be really good. I also am going to get into some cultured curiosities. It's a Q&A. You guys can ask me questions. I'd love to ask you guys some questions. So that's going to be a back and forth. A couple of guests, like I said, not only my sister, but my friends, my family, maybe even some of you. Never know. I have a few people in mind that I'm really excited about, that I want you guys to meet, that I want to come on here and talk about things that are important to them, that are important topics, that we're just not going to shy away from it. We're going to talk about things here. It's going to be fun. This is going to be a lot, but it's going to be the best. And then also some segments that I'm excited that we're going to kind of shout out here really quick is we're going to do a main character moment every week. We're going to talk about what made you feel like a main character, what made you feel iconic. It's a thing that happens in books, right? Like what made you feel like a main character from a book. For me, that's doing this right now. I feel like a main character right now, and I'm having the best time. Even though I'm absolutely freaking out on the inside, I'm having the best time doing this, and I'm loving every second of this. So I would say this is my main character moment, and I would love to know yours. Please put it in the comments down below. Please put it in the reviews anywhere you're listening to a podcast. I'd love to know. I think that would be so fun. And then we're also going to do a club confession. Maybe from you, maybe from me, something fun, something vulnerable. Who knows? We're just going to do that every week. I'm looking forward to all of the episodes and all of the ideas I have coming to fruition. I'm looking forward to everything that I have been thinking coming out. I have so many ideas, and I really want this to be a back and forth. I don't want this to be a cheer-tatorship. I want this to be a cheerocracy. You know what I mean? Like I want this to be a joint union. So if you are listening or if you're watching, please comment, subscribe, give this a rate and review, 5 stars on podcasts. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. I'm trying to build this platform, so any interactions that you could give would be phenomenal and I would be incredibly grateful. Please follow me on social media. All of the links are in the description box down below. And before we go, I would really love to give a shout out and a thank you to everyone who helped put this together. This has been a lot of work, but it's been wonderful. I've had so much help. I've had so much support. I have had amazing people come in and dedicate and really donate their time and their energy into making this dream for me happen. And it's been incredible. It's been really touching, and I could not be more grateful. So I want to make this successful, not for me, but for them, because it means a lot that I have had so many people rally around me, family, friends, have just come in and really helped. And it's meant a lot. And I want this to be wonderful. So please like and subscribe, rate and review. I'm going to do some behind the scenes stuff. It's going to get fun. I'm really excited for this journey, and I cannot wait to see where this takes all of us. Thank you for listening today, and I'm already so grateful. So thank you, and I will see you next week. Okay, bye.